you have basically, if you try to understand simple thing, when you have simultaneous limits, you need to be worried about the limit that you will be able to find out easily first, right? So actually, we have to put both the limits simultaneously only. Here, try to understand x is rational. We will also try to see what if x is irrational. I will also ask you that. What if the x was irrational, right? So first of all, we'll try to see when x is rational, right? Now, so all of you be ready. I'm going to ask any one of you the thing regarding this. What will happen when x is rational, right? Now, who will try to answer what will be the limit or what will be cos? No, we are not talking about m raised to the power infinity. We are talking about n raised to the power infinity. This limit we are talking about. So who would like to tell? Okay. So I would like to ask Ashish. Oh, Ashish raised the hand. Now he has lowered the hand. Yes, ask Kirash.
Whereas if x is rational number,
Mm-hmm.
in that case, cos of n factorial x pi will be plus or minus 1 depending upon the sign, but we have a power 2m, so
Mm-hmm.
that will make it 1.
If we have power 2m, but that will make it 1. Where absolutely
Because
correct. Right, absolutely correct. So this is what he says is absolutely correct. That is, when x is rational, right? When x is rational, so we already have this thing that here it is n factorial, right? N factorial into this n pi. So whether it will be minus 1 or plus 1, right? But the power is 2m, that is even power, right? So that will always make it plus 1. So that will be 1 plus 1. So finally, actually here we have a limit m tends to infinity, limit n tends to infinity. So here we will be left with just this. So whatever limit you put it, because these terms will come out to be constant eventually, right? So that will be giving us 2, right? So now I would like to answer. I would like to ask about when x is irrational. Who would like to tell me about this thing? When we have x irrational. Yes, Ashish. हाँ आशीष बताओ.
Sir, if x is irrational, we'll not get it as integral multiple of pi.
Yes. So
So
what
it
will be the
cannot.
result of that?
So it cannot be minus 1 or plus 1.
It cannot be minus 1 or plus 1. Absolutely correct.
So if we raise to the power infinity, that term will become 0.
Very good. So ultimately you'll be left with 1 only, right?
Yes.
Yes, very good. So see here, what he says is absolutely correct. If it is irrational, so it is not be forming of the form, let us say pi, 2 pi and pi, right? So that will not be coming. So plus 1 and minus 1 will be out of the picture, right? So that will not be there. So finally, what will be left is nothing but 1, because that will turn out to be 0, because power m, where m tends to infinity, anything. So we can, if you want to write down directly, what you can say is, we can say a limit. So look up at the procedure if anyone is having any doubt. Limit n tends to infinity, we have already applied now, right? So we will write down that there is something 1 plus some lambda, right, raised to the power 2m, where lambda is lying between minus 1 to 1. Fine. So here you will try to, if you put m tends to infinity, so it is nothing but that will be turning to be 0. So finally you will be left with nothing but 1, right? So you can do this way it is. Yes. So we'll now come up to the next one. Yes, Rachit, you have any doubt?
Sir, I'm still not able to get when x is rational, why it is coming like minus 1 or 1. X is rational, like can't it vary between those those two values?
No, x is rational. So what the form will be? I don't understand. That will be pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi, 6 pi, 7 pi. That's it.
So if x is rational, it will be p by q form, so it can be 1 by 3 as well.
Try to understand. This is n factorial.
Yes, sir.
And n is tending to infinity. Understand this point. When n is tending to infinity, whatever will be in the fraction, that can easily come in n factorial.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you.
This point. That is why we are putting n to infinity. Yeah, this was a good question. So all of you also must understand this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So we will now let us move on to the next question. So here fx is a continuous function and x belongs to R, and the range of fx is given to us as from 2 to root 26 and gx as this. Fine. Okay, fine. So gx is given as greatest linear function of fx by a, and this is continuous. It is given. The least positive value of a is what? For which this function becomes continuous. Fine. So how many of you have done this? Yes. Raise your hands. Okay. I would just like to know about the procedure. That's it, right? Calculation. All of you, बहुत सब आराम से कर लोगे calculations. That is not that important. Yes. I would like to ask Aditya.
Sir, sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sir. So basically, for the greatest integer function can only be continuous in an interval if the domain of the what is inside the greatest integer function does not cross an integer.
Yes.
So basically, if we think about the least positive integral value of a, we can think 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, we can check manually that 1 and 2 don't really satisfy. So we have to figure out which one satisfies. And if we say from 3, so f of x belongs to 2 to root 26, we can say it's 5 point something.
Yes.
So if it is 2 by 3 or 2 by 4 or 2 by 5 or 2 by anything.
Absolutely correct. So that is why you would say that the least that we can put is the integer after 5.
Yes.
Absolutely correct. So if you would have heard about what we discussed, so here from this you can easily find out कि यहाँ पे ये जो चीज है ना, if this will not cross an integer, क्योंकि आपको पता है सभी लोगों को कि box of x कहाँ पे discontinuous होता है? It is discontinuous at integers, right? This is discontinuous at integers. तो आपको integer को पहुंचने ही नहीं देना है. This, that is fx by a, यहाँ पे this box should not reach integer. अब यहाँ पे देखो fx की range 2 से 26 है. fx की range 2 से root 26 है. And now here this a, मानो कि अगर आपने a को 2 रख दिया, लेकिन fx तो 3 भी हो सकता है, तो 3 by 2 that will 1.5, तो 1 क्रॉस कर गया इंटीजर. पहले क्या था? 1 था, 1 से क्रॉस कर गया, 2 1.5 आया. आफ्टर दैट इट कैन बी 4, तो 2 आ जाएगा, तो और भी क्रॉस कर गया. तो यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट दैट वैल्यू ऑफ a फॉर विच ये इंटीजर क्रॉस ही ना कर पाए. तो देखो पॉसिबिलिटीज क्या रखोगे आप. अगर a को 2 रखा तो नहीं बन पाएगा, 3 रखा तो 3 भी हो जाएगा, fx 4 भी हो जाएगा, fx तब भी नहीं हो पाएगा, 4 5 6. अब नाउ दिस रूट 26 इज 5 पॉइंट समथिंग. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे भी क्या रहेगा? सिर्फ 5 रहेगा, तब भी इंटीजर क्रॉस कर जाएगा ये. सो द ओनली पॉसिबिलिटी इज यू कैन कीप इट टू बी 6. यहाँ पे हम क्या रखते हैं? We can keep the least value to be 6. The answer will be